Hello, it's welcome back to Project Turnaround. We've not put any episodes out for about a week or so due to the FM24 early access version coming out, and we've been concentrating on that. But we are back today, and on today's episode, we feature two games for you in the Championship and their top of the table clashes as well. Hello and welcome to episode 12 of Project Turnaround, where we try and turn around one of the sides that has fallen out of the Premier League. In this case, it is Brentford. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. It helps me tremendously here on YouTube. And thank you to all those people who have subscribed over the last month. We now have 90 subscribers plus. And as I said, I think in previous, I want to try and hit 100 plus before Christmas. And if you're able to do that and help me and you haven't subscribed before, I would be most grateful. Thank you very, very much. I will do a little bit of roundup because, as I think I said in the preamble, we have been missing for a week or so because of the FM24 beta coming out. We've been focusing on that really. And just because last week was half term and I had my son for the week, I didn't really have a lot of time to record. I managed to get the FM24 series out, but struggled to get two recorded a day, which it requires once you get into this sort of time of year. So apologies for that. We are back to normal this week, and we will have an extra episode tomorrow, Wednesday. More about that a little bit later. But today we feature two games for you in the Championship: a match day 25, match day 26. Blackburn at home and Crystal Palace away from home. So we're at Selhurst Park. We'll be featuring those two matches. But as I said, we will have a little bit of roundup of what's been going on since you were last with us, but also a catch up so you're quite clear as to where we left everything before we went off on our little sabbatical. In fact, we will do that right now. Let's have a quick look. As you'll see, I've got the table here, but we'll can we have a better look at the table? Let's have a better look at the table. That's what I like. So as we left it, we'd played 24 games. Crystal Palace on top of the table. We faced them in the second game of the episode. 59 points at the top, 5 points clear of Sheffield United in second, and then there's a 9-point gap down to Blackburn, our first opponents today, who are in third place. They've won 4 of their last 5, drawn the other one. It's going to be hard work today, I'll tell you. Burnley, they're in fourth. We are currently in fifth. We have won 4 of our last 5, lost the other one. The loss came against Coventry at home, and since then we've beaten Peterborough, Preston, Stoke and Coventry again. So that has pushed us up the table a little bit. Wolves tucked in behind us. In fact, there's 3 of us on the same points. I just realised we could have been up to 4th if we'd scored more goals. But we are stuck between Burnley and Wolves on 44 points. Bristol City in 7th place on 42. Don't get me started on Bristol City today. I'll talk about that perhaps a little bit later if we've got time. Watford 8th on 42 points. Then there's a bit of a drop down to Reading, who are in 9th on 37. And then in the drop zone we have Swansea, Huddersfield and Queen's Park Rangers, all trying to fight their way out. It's very tight at the bottom there. There's only a couple of points between them and Coventry, who are currently in 20th place. A little bit of a gap up to Peterborough in 19th. But yeah, it's all to play for. I don't think we've played any games. Have we played any games? No, we haven't played any games since you were last with us, because we did Stoke and Coventry last time out. We said we would come back today because Blackburn is the last game before the transfer window opens. In fact, the games are very quickly together. In fact, 2 within 3 days here, so it's going to be a bit tuck and do. But we do need to be replacing and bringing in some players in this transfer window. We have a little bit of money. We have, in fact, a little bit. We have £117 million to spend. So we need to spend that wisely. But we 111,000. Do you know, I thought that very quickly there, thought it said 111 million is reserved to cover player loans being made permanent owing to loan clauses, but it's only 111,000. Thank goodness for that. And we have a little bit of wage budget because our wage budget is 1,263,000. So we've got somewhere around about 400,000 in wage budget left to use up as well. So again, I think we can possibly, I'm looking to bring in around about 4 players to shore this up and all we need to decide is where those players need to be to enhance the squad. Again, no point in bringing players in unless they're going to improve the squad as it currently stands. So that's where we are at. I don't think there is a great more. Let's quick look at the medical centre. Only Pontus Janssen is out. He's out for one more day. He'll be back very, very soon. So we have fairly much a clean bill of health going into these two top of the table clashes. Blackburn first up, they're third. We've played them once before. Played them earlier. We've already played them this season. We lost 3-1 on that occasion. Liam Delap getting 3 goals. Stephen L. Sharaway getting a consolation as it turned out. But obviously at home today, hopefully it will show that we've improved somewhat since that debacle at Ewood Park back earlier in the season. And hopefully, as we can see, we have improved somewhat in that. I was going to do one other thing, which I like to do. That's past positions. So we can actually see how we have, as you see, hit the rock bottom there, 16th after the 3-0 loss to Millwall. But we have steadily climbed our way back up to 5th. And as I say, we want to sort of like push ourselves up a bit higher as we get on. So let's get on with the episode then. Go and have a look at the team that will face Blackburn in Championship. Match day 25. I'm not quite sure why I've got it on that screen. Let's try it on this screen. Yeah, Blackburn up then. Let's go and have a look and see the team that will play them. And here is the side that will face Blackburn in this Sky Bet Championship match day 25. Raya in goal, Stevens, De Silva, Mari and Roslev are our defensive line. And you'll see, for those of you that have been watching the West Ham save from FM24, we've adopted this. We're just going to try it out today. I hope it's not going to go pear-shaped on me. But we've adopted the formation that's doing us reasonably well in the other save. So let's see how we get on today. Bidstrop, Kamara and Winks are our central midfield. Yarmalak sits behind Zikari and Openda up front. Strakosha, Sorensen, Starfelt, Lafitte, Maghoma, Lewis Potter and Perez are all on the bench. And here's how the two sides face up. We're playing this new formation. 4-3-3 effectively. Blackburn playing a 4-2-3-1. Blackburn in third with 45 points. Confirmation of the two teams for you. And our first highlight, Stevens with a corner. And Kaminsky comes out and collects. Kaminsky with a long ball, but it's cut out by Pablo Mari. As Vinks. Bidstrop tried to thread it through, didn't do it, but Stevens picks up the loose ball. He's been tackled, and Maddie Camera comes back. He's picked up a yellow card, I noticed. De Silva to Stevens. Stevens comes forward. Swoops that in. Zakari is there. Lovely bring down. Can he get it into the box? He can. And I'm not sure it's cleared from the lines. Araya with a throw out to Stevens. Stevens to Bidstrop. Back to... and it's a bit short. Mistake. And they're moving the ball around now. Batty crossed that in for Dolan. Dolan heads it. It's gone over the top. Free kick. And it's crossed in and it's scored. Lewis Travers got up about everybody else. Goalkeeper almost went at the wrong time. And it was Raya's error. And they go 1-up after 38 minutes. Crossed in. Travis. Or it's 37 minutes, actually. Raya making the mistake. They have another free kick. And Murray getting under that one. Heads it clear, but only as far as Costello. And Indiguchi has acres of space. Puts it over the top, though. Another corner. Indiguchi swings it in. Raya comes out again. Another... Not sure what he's doing. Batty. I think a goalkeeper possibly is on the shopping list. Winks. Apenda. Apenda finds Yamalak. Yamalak is in. Can he equalise? Yes, he can. And fourth goal of the season from Yamalak. Puts us at pretty much on half-time. Back level. And that's good news. Winks. Apenda through to Yamalak. And Yamalak just calmly waits his time, slots it away. 1-1, no more than we deserve, I don't think. And half-time comes. And half-time, it's 1-1. As I say, I think we deserve that Yamalak goal. Gets us back on level terms. 6 shots, 4 on target, 43% possession. Just need to shore that possession up. They've had 10 shots, 5 on target. 0.42, 57% of the possession. We just need to steal some of that possession back off them and be a bit more productive in the second half. Roslev with the throw in. First highlight of the second half. 48 minutes on the clock. And they've come away with it. Stevens gets a tackle in. Manages to win the ball, but gives it away again. Dolan out there, but Maddie Camera tidying up. Stevens, come on, sort yourself out. De Silva to Stevens. Stevens comes forward. Zakari finds Yamalak. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. Kaminsky keeps Blackburn in the game. This is good early second half pressure. Stevens with the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. And Kaminsky comes out and collects. 59 minutes on the clock. Apenda coming forward, but lost the ball. We'll think about making some changes. Apenda possibly. One of those that may well come off. Filagreen. Oh, that tackle not making it. And this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Cleared away by De Silva, but only as far as Costello. It's still alive. Batty is in acres of space out. Cross it in. It's hit the crossbar, gone over. And with 62 minutes on the clock virtually, making 2 changes at this juncture of time, both in midfield. Bidstrop comes off for Laffy and Maddie Camera comes off for Maghoma. And Maghoma moves into the right position. Vinks drops into that deep line playmaker in the centre of midfield there. Still need to make that progress. It's 1-1. Batty with a throw in now on this near side. Indiguchi getting involved in that. Costello. Dolan. Don't give him too much space. Ooh, Stevens trying to win the ball off him. Didn't quite manage it. But Indiguchi. Green. Batty's going to have a shot. Raya, I think, has saved that one. And redeemed himself from earlier. Indiguchi with the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Swings it in, but Raya comes out and collects. And with 75 minutes on the clock, making our final 3 changes. Finn Stevens, who is tired, has come off, been replaced by Sorensen. Roslev, who is also tired on the right side, Murray has gone out to the right. Starfelt has come on in central defence. And our final change is Andy Zakiri has come off and Lewis Potter has come on for him. Just need to decide what is his best position. And I'm not sure that deep line is his best. Apenda may bear to go as a deep line. Yes, indeed. So we just swap those around. Still looking for a winning goal. And they have a free kick. Pickering over the free kick. Takes the shots. Come back off the woodwork. But Raya falls on it. Deep in injury time. 4th minute of 4. And let's hope they don't score here. Delap, who is danger man, scored 3 against us last time out. It's bobbling around. It's not clear. Vale has it. It's come out to Costello. No. Good save by Raya. And that hopefully will be it. Unless we can sneak a goal here. Raya holding on to that ball as time ticks away. It's a long ball launched forward. Openda heads it on, but he's only going to head it to Kaminski. Nobody there, and they can build again, and the highlights staying there, which is always a bit of a worry. It's out to Delap again, but he's offside, I think. It's all over, and full time. It's a 1-1 draw, probably, as I say, no more than we deserved, really, in the scheme of things. 45% of the possession, 10 shots, 5 on target, 1.53. They had a cracking second half, 23 shots, 10 on target, 1.43 on the XG, 55% of the possession. I mean, they're in third for a reason, but we've managed to at least contain them, as it were. Yahor Yarmalik with a Player of the Match award, getting a goal and key pass, clear-cut chances created, and scored a goal as well. He's not had a bad day at the office. I'm not sure whether this system will work. I think we just need the players to fit the system, really. It's probably not the best system for the players that we've got. With today's round of matches being played, 30th of December. And, this is how it's all fallen out. Crystal Palace, how did they get on today? They won 3-0 against Wolves. They are top of the table on 62, 5 points clear of Sheffield in second on 57. They are then 10 points clear now of Burnley in third. Blackburn are fourth, having dropped points today. Burnley overtaking them, 46 in fourth. We are fifth on 45, point clear of Wolves, who are in sixth. Then Bristol City and Watford on 42. Reading on 40. So at the moment, we are 3 points clear of Bristol City, just outside the playoff places. So still keeping this alive as it stands. Sheffield Wednesday, Swansea, Queen's Park Rangers in that drop zone as it currently stands. Huddersfield pulling themselves out of it, which is something rather interesting. Right, we have just a matter of days to go down to the next match, which is a top of the table, top and leading by a long way at the moment. Crystal Palace. We've played them 3 times. Earlier in the season, we lost 2-1 to them at our place. We've previously lost to them in the Premier League 2-0. At Selhurst Park, and last season beat them at our place 4-0. Again, in the Premier League, but we did have a number of other players, including Janelt and Ivan Toney, of course, on that case. Kian Lewis Potter getting 2 goals against them, so maybe he likes them. Odson Edouard getting the 2 in the Premier League, and then last time out it was Openda getting a goal after 74, which only turned out to be a consolation after Armando Broja and Mateus Tell, 2 players from other saves that we've had here on the channel, getting goals and thumping us on that occasion. Let's hope that doesn't happen today. Let's go and have a look at the top. Let's go and have a look at the side that will play Crystal Palace. And this is the team that will face Crystal Palace. Championship match day 26. The league leaders at Selhurst Park. Raya continues in goal. Tavares is now registered and can play. We've sorted him out, so he will appear more often in the second half. Beck, Sorensen inside him. Janssen comes back from injury. Roslev on the right-hand side. Baptiste, I'm not sure if he's making his debut. Bidstrup and Lafitte in central mid. Prate is behind Lewis Potter and Perez up front. Strakosha, Starfelt, Sharaway, Zikari, Stevens, Vinks and Openda are on the bench. And this is how the two sides line up. Crystal Palace are playing a 4-2-3-1. Seems to be the go-to choice. 4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2, whichever way you want to look at it. Crystal Palace top on 62 points. So we are currently, I'm not sure where we are, about 5th or 6th, I think, aren't we? Confirmation of the teams for you. And we have a highlight from kickoff. Brozier getting us underway then for Crystal Palace here at Selhurst Park. on the opening day of the new year. Raya to Lafay. Lafay crosses it wide to Tavares. Sorensen just inside him, playing in our light blue tops today. Lafay finds Prate. Prate around the goalkeeper. Prate puts it away. First goal of the season for Prate. And inside the first minute, we go a goal up. I'm not sure if that's anything to do with anything, but I've completely befuddled there. Lafay to Perez. Perez to Prate. Prate just basically rounded the goalkeeper and rolls it in the back of the net. 1-0. Couto with the throw in. Ferguson. Bayaku. Armstrong. Armstrong has a shot from distance. So it's over the top. Free kick now for Crystal Palace. Da Costa with this free kick. Swings it in. Baptiste gets to it. Heads it out, but only as far as Armstrong. And Da Costa's unmarked. Da Costa comes in. But blasts it over the top. Another free kick, giving away free kicks, and Da Costa at it again. We must stop doing this. Deep, headed out to Armstrong. Armstrong has a shot. He's put it away. His first goal of the season. And I thought for a minute it might have been ruled out, but it's not. And we're sort of the architects of our own downfall, really. We have a corner. 40 minutes on the clock. Lafay with the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Swings it in, but it's headed over the top. And another free kick. Deary me. How many times do you have to give them the opportunity? Ebuwal. It's come back. I don't know if it's saved or what. Another free kick. This time it's in their half, which is a bit better. But it's still giving away possession, and I need to sort of behave ourselves. Have a look at the tactic, whether something's changed in it. Armstrong's through. Armstrong puts away second. He's not scored for Crystal Palace this season. He's not scored for Crystal Palace at all, and now he's got two. Half time comes and frustrating or what? Dennis Prate inside the first minute, but Armstrong coming back, getting one deep in injury time in that second half, gets the tails up going into half time. We've had 7 shots, 5 on target, 0.89, 45% of the possession. They've had 13 shots, 7 on target, 1.39, 55% of the possession. And lots of free kicks. In fact, we've given away 15 fouls up to now. So we need to sort ourselves out in the second half. And we're making 2 changes at half-time. One of them because Roslev is very, very low and on condition. A 6.50 as well. We're taking him off. And Nuno Tavares has picked up a knock. Wants to stay on, but his injury is affecting him. So we're going to take him off to avoid any lasting injury to him. The changes we've made. Sharaway comes on in that left wing-back position. Finn Stevens coming on in the right wing-back position. And as we go and look to try and get ourselves back level in this game. First highlight of the second half. 59 minutes in. That's headed down. Preet here. I think it was Johansson to Preet. Lafay. Lafay comes forward now. Gets it in for Preet, but it's too near the goalkeeper, and Arias picks it up. Highlight looks like it's going to continue, which is not good news. Launches a long one. Stevens heads that forward and into no man's land, but Armstrong is out here now, and he's free. And now you see why they are top of the table. They're hard to beat. They're hard to get through. And Armstrong gets his hat-trick. Not scored all season. Not scored at all. He's going to be offside, though, I think, is he? It won't count. He is offside. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, just gone a little bit too early. got himself in an advantage position. And with 70 minutes on the clock, making our final 3 changes. Pontus Johansson, who's coming back from injury, he's been taken off. He is getting tired. We've replaced him with Carl Starfelt in defence. Harry Vinks has replaced the very tired Mads Bidstrup. And our final change is Lewis Potter, who's not having a good day and in danger of being booked, has been replaced by Lewis Openda in attack. Throw in deep in their own half for Crystal Palace. Launches that long ball forward. Starfelt getting on it. Preet. Sorensen out to El Sharaway. El Sharaway now. He's got tackled. Playing too casually there. El Sharaway comes forward. Crosses that ball deep for Stevens. Stevens back in the air. It's got deflection. And Lewis Openda, who's come on as substitute, gets the equaliser on 79 minutes. I didn't see how many goals he scored, but it will have come up on screen. And it was a bit fortuitous, but I'll take it. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck going your way. Come off of the defender and fell nicely for Openda. Openda waited for it to fall and pumped it in the back of the net. Question of whether he's offside or not. Crystal Palace with a throw in. Easy to Armstrong. Cross that into the box. Mateus Tells, come on. When did he come on? When did he come on? Ah, shucks. He's offside though. Now that line is probably more onside than ours was, to be fair. 4 minutes of injury time and we're in that 4th minute now. Sharaway needs to get rid of it. Oh dear. Baptiste. Preet. Can we go and sneak a winner now? Perez. Oh, it's a poor ball from Perez and it's swung out wide and he's get it. But Raya has made the save and it's all over. And we've got 2 draws in this episode against teams that were above us. And we've had a stupendous game despite Adam Armstrong trying to mess up the party somewhat. But Raya did have quite a good game today, all in all. And we have managed to secure that draw. 16 shots, very good against them when you think they only had 18. We had 7 on target. Virtually 50%, 1.84 on the XG, better than them on the XG, 46% of the possession. They had 18 shots, 10 on target, 1.70, 54% of the possession. Raya, I think, has probably kept us in the game, but we have scored those 2 goals. And, as I said, one of them potentially was a bit fortuitous, the goal from Openda, but they all count at the end of the day, and we will take it. So, how does that leave us in the table? Well, with the full New Year's Day programme, we have managed to get a draw against the league leaders, Crystal Palace, and they haven't had many of those this season. I'm not sure. Can we have a closer look at the table? We will have a look at it in a minute. We'll find the other things, but we'll just look at this screen for the moment. Right, so Crystal Palace top on 63. They are 6 points clear of Sheffield United in second, who lost today to Millwall. They are on 57 points. Then come Burnley and Wolves on 47. But we are tucked right behind them now on same points as Blackburn, but 46. We're in 5th. So pretty much where I think we moved up 1 place, actually. Probably on goal difference. Blackburn, did they lose today? Blackburn, they did. They lost to Wolves, which is why. So we have overtaken them. And puts us in a good position, because if Burnley and Wolves slip up, and we can do, our goal difference is reasonable, we would jump above them and not be too far behind Sheffield United. So we just keep going and close them down. 2 good results against sides above us, and that is hopefully very good. So Blackburn in the other playoff places it stands. Bristol City just outside by 1 point. Then Reading, Watford and Millwall down in the relegation zone. At the moment, Queen's Park Rangers, who have pulled themselves up a little bit, they are battling with Huddersfield at the moment for that final place. Sheffield Wednesday and Swansea in there, but it's all very tight at the bottom. Any combination could go down from that bottom as it currently stands. Right, that's the end of the episode. We are going to come back. We're going to play Derby County offline, who are currently in 13th place, and then we're going to come back for an FA Cup third round against Chelsea, and then a game against Millwall in the Championship match day 28, and then we'll see how that leaves us, and that will be on Wednesday. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Project Turnaround. And our other series, of course, our beta series at the moment, Irons in the Fire. If you've not seen it, go and have a look for it. And it will let you know when all those are released. If you subscribe to all those people who have subscribed to date, the 90 of you, thank you very, very much. And it is much appreciated. As I said, we want to try and hit 100 plus if we can before Christmas or before the new year. Would be rather nice. The best way to keep up to date what's happening on this channel is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM, and that will keep you up to date with all that's going on as well. If you haven't bought your copy of FM24 yet, why not? You can still buy it. It's available with a discount if you follow the link below, and the discount code. You can save yourself some money, better than Steam and Epic. New episodes of Project Turnaround are released every Tuesday and Friday, with an extra episode this week, tomorrow on Wednesday at 4:15 p.m. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow, episode 13. Till then, goodbye.